We just got something of a first teaser from the creators for the fourth episode of Amazing Digital Circus. On Twitter, the official Japanese account for Amazing Digital Circus posted a comic book-style image showing us what all the main characters will look like in the fourth episode. In this video, I'll tell you everything we know about episode 4 so far and what will happen to Gangle in the new episode. On the comic, we see the name The Amazing Digital Circus Cafe. We have known for a while that the adventure in the fourth episode will take place in a new location fast food court. The main NPC who will give the main characters a task will be Orbsman. In the new episode's trailer, we saw Jax in the work uniform of Spudsy's fast food restaurant. Judging by Kane's words, Jax will have a minimum wage job waiting for him.
And let's not forget about minimum wage labor!
Previously, the big question remained whether other characters would be working at Spudsy's along with Jax. On Tumblr, when asked about this, Gooseworks replied, "You'll have to wait and see." In the new teaser, we see not only Jax in his work uniform, but also Pomni, Ragatha, Zooble, and Gangle. Let's break down all the interesting details that can be spotted in this image. On Tumblr, a user asked Gooseworks about whether there will be many different character designs associated with the new adventures. Gooseworks replied that all of the design changes happen in one particular episode. I think Gooseworks is talking specifically about episode 4, because every character in the picture got a different work uniform. Speaking of character design, when a fan asked Gooseworks what her favorite Zooble design was, she said her favorite Zooble design was in episode 4. In the new teaser, we can get a glimpse of not only Zooble's uniform, but also the unique details of her body. On top of Zooble's head are a twisted blue stick and a yellow arrow. Behind Zooble's shoulder is a single wing. We can also see Zooble's new right arm. It looks like a kitchen spatula. Because of this, the new hand can be very useful for Zooble in her new adventure. In the picture, we see Zooble carrying a double hamburger on a plate with a disgruntled face. I think Zooble's main occupation in the fast food restaurant will be cooking. Gooseworks said in Tumblr, for a reason, that of all the main characters, the best bartender would be Zooble. I think it's no accident that Zooble got new body parts to help her on her adventure. In episode 3, we realize that Kane really wants Zooble to finally start participating in new adventures. Kane and Zooble have an important, frank conversation that may allow Kane to significantly change his approach to dealing with Zooble's problems. Zooble told Kane that her problem is her body. She hates her body and wishes she could find something she could truly love. My theory is that starting next episode, at the beginning of each day, Kane will help Zooble in her room pick out new body parts from Zooble's endless box of body parts. This would allow Kane to pick out body parts for Zooble that would be useful in a particular adventure. In Tumblr, Gooseworks confirmed that Zooble will be given plenty of attention in all of the upcoming episodes. It's unlikely that Zooble will be very excited to be a part of the new adventures, but Kane will now be urging Zooble to go to new locations. The most interesting and standout character in the comic is Gangle. We know from Gooseworks' Twitter that the fourth episode will focus on Gangle. In this image, Gangle's uniform is different from the uniforms of all the other characters. All the characters are wearing a brown shirt, but Gangle has a blue shirt and a blue tie. Gangle is eating a hamburger and looks in our direction in surprise. Gangle's face instantly catches our attention. One of Gangle's eyes is black while the other eye remains white. In Gangle's black eye is a white pupil, and in Gangle's white eye is a black pupil. Gangle has a black spiral on one cheek and a yellow star painted on the other cheek. All indications are that we've been shown Gangle's new mask. We've had a very important clue from Gooseworks for a very long time about what will happen to Gangle in the new episode. On Tumblr, Gooseworks was asked if Gangle would be able to have her mask of joy for longer than the first couple minutes at the beginning of each episode. Gooseworks replied that there will be a whole separate episode about that question. I think after talking to Zooble, Kane decided that he needed to help all the main characters enjoy the adventure. Zooble will get help with choosing the right body parts. Especially for Gangle, Kane will develop a new kind of joy mask that will be invulnerable to any physical damage. Thanks to this, Jax won't be able to break Gangle's joy mask, which means Jax won't be able to play jokes on Gangle and make her cry. Let's take a look at Jax in this comic. Jax is drinking a soda from a plastic cup and looks pretty depressed. I'm sure the reason for Jax's frustration isn't just because he has to work as a cashier for minimum wage, but because he can't do anything to Gangle. Judging by the different uniforms, Gangle will take on a more important role than any other character. Most likely, in the new adventure, Gangle will become a manager at Spudsy's. With the new Maxa of Joy that Gangle will be wearing for quite some time, we may learn more interesting details about Gangle's character. Perhaps Gangle becomes overbearing and aggressive if she keeps the Joy mask on long enough. Do you remember the message from Gooseworks' Tumblr that Gangle will get revenge on Jax for his bullying, and someone will get hurt because of it? Gooseworks didn't refute it, and gave a response, which she uses to avoid spoilers. It seems to me that as manager, Gangle will decide to get back at Jax for his bullying, and will start giving him the hardest and dirtiest jobs to piss him off. Because of this, Jax will start a fight with Gangle, but now Jax will not win easily, because Gangle's Mask of Joy will be invulnerable. We will find out the outcome of this battle when the 4th episode comes out. Let's take a look at the rest of the characters. Ragatha is holding a plate of hamburger and a bottle of ketchup. She looks calm and, judging by the cloud, she is humming a song while working. It's not surprising that the quiet adventure of serving visitors would be given to the caring Ragatha very easily. Visitors will probably compliment her and leave her good reviews. Pomni in the comic looks unsure. She is holding a tray with a burger, fries, and a Coke. Pomni will most likely be delivering orders to customers. I think Pomni will be required to prepare one of the dishes in the kitchen once. Pomni is terrible at cooking and will feel really bad about it. When Gooseworks asked which character was the worst at cooking, she said it was Pomni. Truthfully, I'm concerned about one question. Kinger is missing from the image. Where is Kinger, and what has become of him? I have several versions of this. The first version is that Gangle did not allow Kinger to work at Spudsy's. Kinger often mixes up items and gets into trouble because of it. Kinger must have picked up a lot of plates when he was delivering orders and dropped them. Gangle is the manager of the restaurant, so she is responsible for keeping the establishment's property safe. She had to ask Kinger not to work. The second possibility is that after the adventure from episode 3, Kinger decided to take some time off. Kane realized that if 2 characters were to skip the adventure, it might become too difficult for the rest of the characters and made Zooble go instead. And the third option, the worst and most frightening development, is that Kinger abstracted himself after remembering everything during the 3rd episode. That's why he's not in the screenshot. It seems to me that Kane is the true cause of Kinger's amnesia. Kane makes Kane constantly make Kinger forget all the memories so that Kinger doesn't get abstracted. Now that Kinger has been in the dark long enough to remember a lot of things, his life may be in jeopardy. What do you think about that? Did Gangle really get a new Mask of Joy? Why is Jax so sad? Will something happen in the new episode between Gangle and Jax? Write your thoughts and theories in the comments, and I'll be sure to read them. Remember, the best comments will make it into the new video. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck everyone, and bye-bye.